Okay, so do you ever have one of those days where you're just really kind of frightened to do what you got to do? I'm having one of those days today. A year ago I made a promise at the Olympics when I went down to the tent city that I would build a model eco home that was solar and wind powered. It was a year ago, so I've been working on designs. I've traveled a lot of miles to discuss a lot of anti-poverty issues. Met my sister. So it's been a year and I'm a little bit behind schedule. I got a 2-day deadline now to get that first eco home built. So that's my topic for the day, is getting up, knowing you have something to do, and finding the courage to just actually get up and do it, and not being worried that somebody might think you're a little weird or that you're too idealistic. So what I have to do today is go to the local lumber yard, which is organic home picked lumber here, but he's really expensive and I want to support the local township versus going to the major hardware store. So I'm going to go today and see if he can keep within a reasonable price range of the major lumber giants. So one of my controversies, I got to go get lumber today, and I'll try to keep a little short documentary on that and hope he's there. It's a cold day today, so he might not even be at his lumber mill, and I might have to get it delivered from one of the big chains. So that's my challenge of today, February 8th, 2011. So I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I could never afford to pull off a project like this in Vancouver for warehouse space. So I had to travel quite a distance where supplies and available space would be affordable. So I have roughly a city block to manufacture my first homeless shelter. So we're just on our way to the lumber mill guy, the local organic lumber mill guy, out here in the mountains. Yeah, that's great.
No, probably a month ago. I cut a log that was so big that when the mill was coming back, the filter was tangled up in the lighting.
Wow.
It was massive.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so as always, I was a little more nervous than I should have been, and the local lumber guy is going to give us a hand. He's going to give us a demo here of how things work, and he's sending us over some lumber. Cat, and who would have guessed you'd find a peacock out at an organic lumber mill? Okay, so worked out pretty good. We didn't have to go to the city for timber. Ian here loaded up some lumber, and these are rough cut 2x4s, so they're actually 2x4s versus 1 3/4 by
1.5
by 3.5. So these are actual raw cut, and we got 24 plus one of these bad boys, so we're well within our budget to get started on our first eco home. So it's been a great day.